Welcome to Theodore Roosevelt High School. We are delighted that you could be here to help us celebrate. Today you will witness 35 people take the oath of allegiance and become fellow citizens. They come from 20 different countries and have put forth great effort to be here on this special day. At this time, I kindly ask that all students and adults silence their phones. Please welcome our guest speaker, Theodore Roosevelt High School Junior, Isabella Kunch.
Against the rock-riddled coast, 102 passengers are emerging from the ship that has delivered them to refuge. For nearly 3 months, their lives have been engulfed by the sickness and fatigue of travel. These victims, weary from persecution, have left everything behind in hopes of a new life. As their feet touch the rocky sand of Plymouth, Massachusetts, for the first time, they experience true freedom. Much like the pilgrims that arrived at Plymouth Rock, you too have experienced the struggles and sacrifices of obtaining freedom. This morning is a celebration of all things American, of all things you. Without these immigrants who arrived on our shores from distant lands, there'd be no you, there'd be no us, and there'd be no America. This country was created by immigrants, and ever since the birth of our nation in 1776, immigrants have continued the legacy of writing America's history. Today, we not only honor that legacy, but we honor you. We're here today to celebrate your hardships, your struggles, your losses, and all that you've done to get here. You've accomplished an incredible feat, and I am honored to call you fellow Americans. No two of us are the same. We have different religions, we have different features, we have different cultures. That's the beautiful thing about this nation. We have never been a country of identical people. President George H.W. Bush once said, "We are a nation of communities, a brilliant diversity spread like stars, like 1,000 points of light in a broad and peaceful sky." Our differences allow us to make us a stronger nation and a stronger people. Through our diversity, we're able to learn, live, and love in a way that surpasses any racial, ethnic, or cultural boundaries. Although our differences may occasionally cause strain, we're always united in the fact that we are American. You have a hard road ahead of you. In your pursuit of the American dream, you will fall. And sure, you will fall to the point where getting back up seems futile. But the American dream is not defined by how hard you fall. It's by how you choose to get up. But the American dream is not defined by how hard you fall. Regardless of the struggle, the anguish, the misery that we as a people and a nation have gone through, we have always held strong. Through these trials, you will learn the greatest lessons on what it means to be an American. California Senator Kamala Harris said, "The American dream belongs to all of us." Even though this dream is a right, the American dream just doesn't happen. If it did, there'd be nothing to strive towards. It takes hard work and dedication, and the challenges you've already faced to get here show your commitment to this ideal. Because of this, you have joined our founding fathers and the many generations of immigrants before you in making the American dream an American reality. Today, you embark on a new journey. Thomas Jefferson said, "Nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal." All of us here can't wait to see what your future holds. Once again, congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce the United States District Judge for the Northern District of Ohio, the Honorable Judge Adams.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Isabella, for those wonderful remarks. I also want to thank Ms. Bahula for her efforts today in organizing this ceremony. Before we go further, I'd like you all to stand, please, for the Pledge of Allegiance. pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
The squeaking goes on.
Today's ceremony marks the commencement of a process followed by thousands of people each year. It's a joyous occasion for those who will experience their first day of citizenship, and a time for those who are here observing to rejoice and be proud of the accomplishment of a family member or a friend. I'm honored to be a part of your celebration. Nearly 3 decades ago, President George Herbert Walker Bush observed that nearly all Americans have ancestors who braved the oceans, liberty-loving risk-takers in search of an ideal. Today's ceremony reminds us that for some, this search has continued, and today's marks a significant milestone in this pursuit. He further remarked that immigration is not just a link to America's past, it's a bridge to America's future. The commendable journey that all of our new citizens have all embarked on ensures that America's diversity and growth will continue to be celebrated. And all of you here on the stage will now have a role in shaping America's future. And so it's appropriate that I refer to this ceremony as a commencement. It marks not only the end of your road to citizenship, but also the beginning of so much else. By choosing to become a part of this country, you remind us that all those who made similar choices in the past did so for the same reason: hope for a better future. Your success in attaining citizenship will stand as a symbol around the world that there can be a brighter future. Of course, I cannot stand here and state that this country is perfect. However, as President Dwight Eisenhower once said, there's nothing wrong with America that faith, love of freedom, intelligence, and energy of citizens cannot cure. And so it is that I ask all of our new citizens that you not be satisfied with just being a citizen. Instead, use all the rights that come with citizenship: the freedom to speak your mind, the right to celebrate your religion, the privilege to work for change, and the duty to vote on how your country should be run. In closing, I congratulate all of you on reaching today's milestone and welcome you into citizenship. It's an achievement in which you should take great pride, and an achievement that will undoubtedly brighten the outlook of your family for future generations. If you are now prepared to accept both the blessings and burdens of citizenship in the United States, I would ask all of you to stand while I administer the oath of affirmation. All of our new citizens, if you would all please stand. I will read the oath. I will read the oath, and then at the conclusion of same, I'll ask you to signify your acceptance. So please raise your right hand. Do each of you hereby declare on oath that you absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty of whom or which you have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that you will support and defend the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that you will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that you will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by the law, and that you will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by the law, that you will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by the law, and that you take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help you God. Please say, I do. I do. Please be seated. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, we are now going to present the certificates of citizenship to each of our new citizens. What we are going to do and how we're going to complete this process is we're going to, if you look in the program, we have your names listed in the program. We're going to present the certificates in the order in which your names are listed. Please come forward to the table when your name is called, and we'll present the certificates to you. For those of you who would like to take photographs, we will do that at the end of the ceremony. I will stay around, and obviously family, friends, anyone else that you'd like to be part of the photo, we'll do that after the ceremony in the interest of time and so that this process can proceed orderly. So just one moment while staff comes forward.